Hello, my fellow felines. This is KittyCatPWYarn here, and I am here with another speed build today. And this is actually sort of something that I've been really wanting to do for a while, but didn't quite know how to execute or just didn't want to execute it. So today we are working on a tiny Craftsman. And this isn't actually a tiny home. I tried to make it a tiny home at the beginning, but I wanted too many tiles. I wanted to make it look like a Craftsman. It's not technically a tiny home, so you don't get the perks or anything, but it looks like a Craftsman. Personally, I think so at least. And I really enjoy how it turned out. It is a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and on the interior, it is pretty modern. Uh, Furniture wise, and like they updated the cabinetry and like appliances in the kitchen and bathroom, but it still has like the columns and the spandrels and things like that, to where you can kind of see the Craftsman style flow over into the interior, I guess. And then the exterior is, at least in my opinion, very clearly, oh, that's a Craftsman house. And that's obviously the vibe I was going for, because I was like, oh, I want to make a tiny Craftsman. And I'm well aware that Craftsman homes are usually big, and that's kind of a trait of theirs. But I don't know. I think this still looks like a Craftsman home, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So don't be in my comments telling me it's not a Craftsman, please. I wouldn't appreciate that. Um, but yeah. So I did decide to keep this pretty neutral in terms of everything. The what I end up going with on the outside is just the stone from Seasons and white plaster. And then all of the interior walls are either black or white, mainly white, don't worry, with like black feature walls. But I really tried to keep this very like neutral, and for kind of whoever downloads this house, you can personalize it as much as you want. And with that being said, it is on the gallery under the hashtag KittyCatPWY, or my origin ID is KittyCatPWYarn. um, but yeah, I'm just adding some kind of final touches to the outside right now, and then we're going to start working on the interior, I believe. Um, like I said, it is 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. I wouldn't say it's spacious, but it's not necessarily cramped. You just kind of saw, I mean, it's not small, but it's not big either. I did actually end up using the counters from Snowy Escape because I love them so much. I'm going to say this, and I say it every time I use a build. Words are hard. I'm sorry. Whenever I use their counters in a build, Snowy Escape counters in a build, I wish that we had two options: one that has the shelves empty and one that has the shelves full, but that is just my prerogative, I guess. Um, it would be really great, but I know it'd be kind of hard to do for them because that would like make a lot of create a lot of assets and things like that. But I don't know. That's just my telling of the story. So I'm going to talk about something serious for a few minutes, guys, because I don't necessarily know when I'm making a full video on this, because I don't quite know all the details yet. I'm actually finding out the rest of the details, well, theoretically finding out the rest of the details the day you folks see this. But some of you may know, if you pay attention in my voiceovers, that I had a back surgery about 7 or 8 years ago. A major back surgery. I had scoliosis, curvature of the spine. So then they went in and put 2 rods and 26 screws in my back to kind of straighten me up. and lately I've been having lots of back pain, like horrible back pain, and we came to the realization that, hey, I should see a doctor about this, and I saw a back specialist, and I have lots of problems. I have like arthritis in my back. I have like stenosis. I have a uh, bulging disc. Like my back is a mess under the rods. So we came to the conclusion that I am going to need another back surgery. And this one is going to be very invasive as well. So I'm probably going to be out for a while, and I don't quite know when, because I'm finding out details today, like I said. But yeah, that's happening soon, and yeah, if I could just get like some well wishes and things like that, because while I've been through this once, it's scary the second time around. No matter how many times you have a surgery, it's gonna be scary. I think so, at least. But yeah. But on a lighter note, uh, we're working on the dining portion of the kitchen. I actually go and I think I do the bathroom or the living room and then come back to the kitchen because I forgot about adding like details. Um, but the dining area is very simple. I just put like a shelf from Snow Escape. Uh, and if you noticed, I was having some weird like glitch with the lighting on the black wall. So I actually ended up putting the light from Seasons there, and I think it works beautifully. I love it just as an art piece, but I really like the combination of that and the shell from Eco Lifestyle. I think it blends really well. Oh, I want to mention I did cut some things out. You've probably already noticed. Obviously, I cut out the floor plan and I cut out like the roofing. I also cut out, just obviously little parts where I'm kind of stalling or taking forever to pick something out or whatever like that. But I also cut out the bathroom, which makes me sad because I really like the bathroom in this house, but it took me longer than I thought it was going to. And I also cut out landscaping because this landscaping is incredibly simple. There are two trees on the lot. Two trees? One tree? There's little to no trees. And I lied, I guess. I didn't take out the bathroom. I thought I did, but I'm glad I didn't because I really like how this turned out. It is very, um, not bougie, maybe a little bougie. It's nice. I like it a lot. Oh, I guess I only kept in a little part of it. I don't know. But the bathroom is very nice. You'll see in screenshots at the end. And here we are going back to the kitchen and finally detailing it and things like that. And I do end up making my kind of favorite little thing to do in kitchens, my little coffee area. I decided to put a coffee maker in this house, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get like the teas, the coffees, and the mugs, and just make this little area. And if you guys watch my speed builds, you know I do this a lot in kitchens. I think it looks really good. And not to say that I really want one of these kind of stations in my house when I own a house, but I really want one of these stations in a house, like my mugs out and things like that. But I don't have a house right now. I'm not homeless, but I don't have a house right now. So that's kind of the issue there. And we're trying to like save on counter space, everything. So um, yeah. And like I said, we're still cluttering up the kitchen. I hate cluttering these counters. I cut some of this out actually because I was just like, yeah, I'm cluttering counters. Like, why do people care? Because there is just so much of the cluttering underneath. I was just like, yeah, I don't think people really need to see this all because it's just a lot of kind of boring stuff. And you can see I cluttered everything and moved on to the walls because I always need to add wall clutter or it doesn't look finished to me. Even though we don't have stuff hanging on the wall, but I don't know. I like sim kitchens to be very detailed because they're my favorite room to build. I believe. I don't know why I said it like that, but I really enjoy building kitchens in The Sims, so yeah. And we're moving on to the living room. And I had some trouble with this because I don't know, I was having a lot of trouble figuring out what I wanted to do in here, and I'm still not sure if I'm 100% happy with it, but you know, it is how it is now, and it's not going to change. I used the Moschino, I don't know. I used those couches and made an L-shaped couch, and it looks really nice. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I really like it. But I don't know if it fits in this house. I don't know. But I added the nice modern fireplace from Snowy Escape as well. I really love that fireplace, even though you haven't seen me use it as much as I would like to be, but I do really enjoy it. Oh, speaking of the fireplace, you're going to need to put move objects on when you download this house. When I went to take screenshots after the fact, I didn't have move objects on, and lots of things were missing. Uh, if I remember right, it was the toilet in the bathroom, the fireplace, and the sink in the kitchen. Like, those were the three like main things that I was like, oh, those are missing. Um, so just know that if you download this house, some things might be missing, and it's not my fault. I didn't forget them. They're in the screenshots, but they might just not be there. And I'm sorry about that, but I don't know what else I can do, because even when I turn move objects on, when I open them, it still disappeared. So that's a thing that's happening that I'm not very happy about, but it's whatever. At least my gallery works. I know a lot of people lately have been having some issues with the gallery, like it won't load at all for them, and I'm kind of upset because like mine is working and I feel bad, but I don't know. I guess it's not anything I can control, so I shouldn't be upset about it. That's something my therapist taught me. Yeah, no, my therapist does continually tell me to let things go that aren't in my control, but you know, oh, this painting or wall art. So I really wanted to use that in that pretty swatch. I was like, where can I put this? I have so many empty walls. Where can I put this? Where can I put this? I need to put this somewhere. Um, and at first I tried to make it a headboard, and that didn't work because it was just so like dimensional and whatever. So I ended up putting it on that wall and ended up making a different custom headboard with some couches and some side tables, kind of turned strangely. But I really like how the bed turned out. I think it's really cute. I really like doing stuff like this, like making your own headboards out of other items. And this one is just a couch that came with City Living. It has a really high, like quilted looking back. And I really like how it turns out. So, oh, I actually ended up moving that above the bed. That makes more sense. And I use move objects to kind of combine the dresser and the bookcase together to make it kind of look like it's all one piece. And I really like that as well. Just kind of making things look more custom than they actually are. It's one of my favorite things to do. Uh, and I actually added a fish tank in this bedroom. I don't tend to add fish tanks much in my builds, like at all. But this one, I was looking for something like super basic to put in their room, and I was like, I don't know what to put in here. Like, I don't know what this sim would like, because I had no idea what kind of sim I was building this for. Like, I had no clue. Uh, but I was like, and I was looking through the skill objects, and we had a fish tank, and I was like, okay, well, I'll put a fish tank. In hindsight, I realized I probably should have put a desk with a computer, because we don't have that in this house, but it's hindsight, so I can't fix it. If you want, that's probably a better use of the space. But we are going to get into some screenshots, and well, pretty soon we're doing the little front porch. But after that, we're going to get into some screenshots. So like I said, if you want to download this house, it is on the gallery under the hashtag KittyCatPWY or my origin ID, which is KittyCatPWYarn. But with all of that being said, I'm going to go, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, friends! If you like this one, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and check out some other videos of mine while you're at it.